Mr. Naidu, another of your recent remarks which created a lot of controversy, I must say, is again a competition between states about Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. They say, Karnataka says they're very emotional about it. Why do you want to snatch it from them?
No, I am not snatching it with anybody. This is not correct. I denied. I wanted to make Royalseema Layapatchi to Orvakal high technology hub. Aerospace, defense, electronics, automobile, drone, satellite. This is where I am working within Andhra Pradesh. Why should they bother? HAL in Karnataka. I am asking aerospace industries, both civil and defense. That is the future. We need more and more flights. We are importing. Only 2-3 companies are manufacturing. That is another issue. That we will handle. How to handle. We have ordered nearly 700 to 800 crafts. India will be the biggest country tomorrow by having aircrafts, everything. So there is a lot of scope for development. That is, even Government of India has announced satellites in private sector, open competition, commercial, everything we can do it. Earlier only Sriharikota, ISRO only can launch satellites. Now anybody, cost also only 15-20%. So many things are going to happen here afterwards. But Government of India will regulate, control. That is a national interest. That they will do it.
All right, that you heard Chandrababu Naidu essentially setting the record straight, clarifying on what was turning out to be a big political slugfest, or in fact, it was being projected as that, where Andhra Pradesh was in fact competing with Karnataka when it came to HAL. My colleague Nikunj Garg, who in fact has done this interview, joins me live on decoding this in greater detail. Nikunj, essentially the Chief Minister has set the record straight that there is no competition. The race is to get more investments. It's not like he's trying to snatch something away from Karnataka, setting the record absolutely straight.
Well, absolutely, Gauri. The fact of the matter is that snatch is the term that the Chief Minister has strongly objected to. And he has, for the first time, why this becomes important is that though there is a statement that came out of his Chief Minister's office yesterday where Mr. Naidu clarified his and his government's position on the subject of HAL's shifting, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited shifting, as being claimed by certain quarters in Karnataka. This is for the first time that Mr. Naidu has gone on record, spoken on video, spoken only to NDTV, as is the case with the newsmakers, and clarified his position and said that there is absolutely no way that he is talking about shifting HAL from Karnataka to Andhra Pradesh to a particular location that was being mentioned. What he says is that his demand and suggestion was, remember, he says that he can only suggest, and it's for the Government of India to implement this, he can only suggest that the additional assembly line for any high-tech equipment manufacturing for defense sector can possibly be set up in Andhra Pradesh. And he said that there is locational advantage, there is finance available, and there are companies that have shown keen interest in bringing that kind of technology and that kind of facility to Andhra Pradesh, and that is why he was only requesting that the Government of India, Ministry of Defence under Mr. Rajnath Singh facilitates that exercise, because he also mentions in that interview, as he did, that Government of India remains the key regulator in that sector, and therefore his demand was only for setup of additional assembly lines of high-tech defense equipment manufacturing, not restricted to airplane manufacturing alone. He said we can manufacture drones, we can manufacture satellite components, market for which is liberalizing further, and he said we can manufacture other additional high-tech equipment related to defense avionics. It is not necessarily related only to airplanes.